5 new videos weekly.
Welcome back to the Fives. This week we're spending another week with the Project Odyssey contestants, and we're looking at some of the entrants in the AI trailer category of the festival.
I'm Jon Rogers.
And I'm Kai Turner.
Number one.
Here's the information we have on davizCF.
First up, we have Bounty Rooster by davizCF. And I just love how unapologetically ridiculous this is. It takes itself so seriously despite the premise of it being a rooster hunting down other animals as a bounty hunter. It seems to be a nod to Guardians of the Galaxy. We see a few kind of Rocket Raccoon and Howard the Duck type characters. And this feels like something out of Adult Swim, and I definitely watch it as a series, preferably pushing into the more bizarre and surreal comedic scenarios, but continuing to play them straight like it does.
Yeah, the absurdity here actually really works for it. It's the kind of video that could never really be made in using traditional means. Certainly a studio or a broadcaster wouldn't, really unlikely to ever back it, but it's the video that it's just so much fun when you watch it that I could see a studio or a broadcaster saying, hey, let's put some money into that and let's actually develop that idea further. It's just, on paper, you would just say no way, but when you see the actual output, the actual content, it's really fun and absurd, and it's the perfect use of AI.
Number two.
Why did you do it, Louis?
What do you think?
Our next video this week is Thanatos from HURBAULT. You may recognize that name because he is a partner with Dale Williams at Solo Twin Studios. We featured some work from Dale in the past, I think even just last week. And also Solo Twin Studios has been in the news recently as part of the team that Promise Studios is backing with a development deal. So definitely one of the more active and sort of pedigreed filmmakers in the AI video space. But getting to the video specifically, I just thought this was absolutely beautiful. You created a really beautiful world here. It takes place in a modern day. It's a psychological kind of thriller, which I'm a real sucker for that kind of content. And I think he's just crafted a beautiful scenery, a beautiful story.
Yeah, John, I really like the use of dialogue for exposition rather than narration as we typically see it in AI video, which is just a lot of times telling the story. It also doesn't over-explain the premise. Rather than talking about the complete story, it leaves a lot to your imagination, and it really leaves you wanting to see more. So, I really look forward to seeing a full-length feature or a short.
Number three.
I've seen war. I've lived through it.
Next up, we have Dustborn. This was the 3rd place winner of the category by Ben Daure. And this is like a much darker steampunk Mad Max apocalyptic world. Very stylized in a way that reminds me of the film 300. And it definitely paints a picture of an expansive, albeit grim world. This could easily be a game trailer as well for some open world game, and it looks like a game I'd want to play. I
definitely got Mad Max vibes from this trailer. I appreciate the look at the dystopian future. A little bit of Terminator was thrown in there as well. It really shows the strength of AI in crafting all kinds of worlds, dystopian, beautiful, you name it. But it really showed the strength there. I did notice that the filmmaker, I Am the Hammond, is his handle. I appreciated that he was using stability for this video, which I haven't seen stability used in some of the top videos recently. So it was interesting to see that name back in the credits.
Number four.
I thought I was strong.
Our next video this week is Birkholm, which received 2nd place in the Project Odyssey competition. It's coming from a studio from Denmark called Gobsmack, and they worked with another filmmaker named Mads Roikjær. I hope I got the name appropriately pronounced, to produce this content. It's actually a beautiful set film in rural Scandinavia in the 1600s, so it's kind of more of a period piece. But what I really appreciate really with this video, and actually all of the videos this week, is I think there's been a big step forward in overcoming the uncanny valley with AI produced human actors and characters. And I think all of the candidates that did well in Project Odyssey are really showing a big step forward in overcoming that uncanny valley, which is definitely here in this Birkholm video.
Yeah, I really enjoyed this too. It feels a little bit like The Witcher to me, but with a Scandinavian sensibility. And I want to point out the use of narration again, because it's written very well, almost poetic in nature, and I think that builds intrigue, and other creators would do well to study this example because they aren't just dryly recounting the story plot. It's really well done to create a certain mood.
Number 5. 5.
Let us be grateful to our protector!
Finally, we have the first place winner for the Project Odyssey trailer category called NALVORA by DrMachakil. And this is, he's created a very unique universe. From the description, he calls it a vast, toxic fantasy world where civilization has found refuge on the back of a colossal ancient creature. And I think this really demonstrates the potential for AI creators to build these entire worlds and even franchises, as this feels as expansive as the world of Avatar or his Dark Materials.
Yeah, a couple things really stood out for me in this video. Number one, again, just the great world building in this video. I could definitely see it as a trailer for an actual series or as a pitch tool for selling in a series that might be done using more traditional techniques as part of a filmmaker's pitch process. The other thing that really stood out to me is some of the characters are really synthetic humanoid with humans, and they did a really good job, I think, at really bringing those characters out. In fact, there was recently a movie on Apple TV made using the most expensive possible cast, the most expensive possible techniques, and I think this is better. I won't call out the guilty in that conversation, but I think this was better than a multi-$100 million project that's on Apple TV currently. So good, congratulations to the team here.
Thanks, that's it for this week. Please like and subscribe.
See you next time.